Yeah, how's it going? My name is Christopher, and today we are solving some specific problem when it comes to money. Now, if you're coming from my TikTok, you understand that some few months ago I talked about something like the financial square root. Now, I call it the square root because it has 4 stages. Now, this is a series of trying to help you get consistent with your finance, right? How much you make maybe each and every month or each and every 2 months, how much you make. This is what you have to do. Now, most people are not consistent with how much they make maybe in a month or maybe in 2 months or maybe in 3 months because they haven't practiced this. They jump from stage 1 straight to stage 4 and as knowing what stage 2 and 3 is. But if you master all these stages, trust me, you are going to be consistent either in monthly or every after 2 months or even 3 months, but you're going to master how you will be consistent. Now, the first stage is you deciding how you make it. How will I make the money? How you make it? Am I going to sell a product or am I going to sell a service, right? Or am I going to learn a new skill, invest in a skill, then after I master it, then sell it to people who are in need? Or will I be an investor if you are somebody who doesn't like selling or who isn't good at selling yet? You can be an investor. So this is now you deciding before actually having the money. Because no, see, not most of the times we get to have brilliant ideas before having the money, right? So you're deciding all this, how will I make the money when you are broke? Number 2 is what to do with it. What will I do with the money when I make it? So you are deciding all this when you are broke, because when you are broke, that's the right time to plan. Notice how you get to have brilliant ideas when you are broke, because that's the planning phase, right? So if you skip this stage as well, it is very much vital. This is where you see somebody decide to say, I want to make money, I want to do this. Maybe when they get the money, they forget about what they told themselves. So you have to master this as well. While you are still broke, before getting the money, you're planning all this. Now, once you master the second stage, you move to the third stage, which is when to start. So you ask yourself this question: when do I start the whole process? You don't rush, right? You don't rush yourself to say, oh, let me get the money. What will I do? Right? Most people rush into getting the money. See, getting money is easy. You can call your family or a friend for ask for money, your contacts. Chances are you'll get some money somehow, right? But what is hard is keeping the money and making the money make you money. And so if you skip these 2 stages, you won't understand. And thereby you not being consistent, maybe in a month, in 2 months, or in 5 months, right? Because you haven't mastered these two. So you only start when you have agreed yourself to say, when I get the money, I will do what I've decided to do here. That's the only way you qualify to start. If you haven't decided yet, then you don't qualify to start. Now the last stage is starting, right? Just start, right? Most people don't get to be consistent because they jump from stage 1 to stage 4. When understanding what they will do with it, or when they do it, or they just rush in money. And because they are rushing, they are not consistent. And they are not loving the money genuinely at the end. So they are going to be, maybe they are greedy, right? Because you haven't understood what you do with the money, or when to start. You end up getting the money and blowing the money up because you didn't understand what that money is to be used for. So you have to understand all this before coming to this. Now, when you understand this, don't wait, just start. Start with where you are and what you have. Don't say, I'll start when I get 10K or when I get 1,000. Just start with where you are and what you have. Then you can start to make baby steps. That's how you master staying consistent with your income.